Really taking this fight, and they find the Sand King as well. K-Fiend is going to be able to get on out of it with the invis. He has to be a little bit careful. These guys are packing sentries and stuff.
Is he
so.
Is the sentry going down? They're going to
down.
see him. He knows he's there, but no, he's just going to back off. He probably sees the sentry go down. There you go. And at least they can take some tower gold back off this. But that's what you get if you fight under the tier 2 of the enemy at 18 minutes in.
Yeah, that wasn't the best engagement for them either. I think after the mechanism was popped on Elks and all that, they should have just sort of started to back off. So, you know, the spike carapace really helped that turn that fight around as well, because it meant that the next assassin survived through the entire engagement and was able to get a few stuns off, might have burned a few extra people, and yeah, it just certainly this fight went into BoysBoys' favour. We do see that the graphs have dipped down a little bit more, but still, we do have Potato Stack taking a lead, and because they have the tower advantage at the moment as well, it does mean that Shawleys does open up BoysBoys a little bit more to move around, but still Potato Stack in terms of have the control around the map.
Yeah, no doubt about that. You're going to see that right now as they use Pop Center ulti, go to Saki, but he misses the stun, but the Saki ulti's going to hit. There you go, there's easy kill. And just to a point I wanted to bring up earlier, about the fight at tier 2 and basically the re-engagement that happened is Potato Stack. They can't underestimate the ability of BoysBoys to disengage, heal up very quickly with the Witch Doctor Voodoo Restoration. They've got urns as well, they have the mechanism, whereas Potato Stack have none of that. So they don't have nearly as much sustainability as BoysBoys do, and if they keep pushing a fight after they get 1 or 2 kills and think they can just keep going and lose a few of their own, then it's not going to end well.
For sure, and we do see K-Fiend being chased down here by 3 from BoysBoys. He's going to get picked off, so going to get a bit of a revenge kill there for their teammate Enigma, but they're going to lose a tier 1 tower on top as well.
Yeah.
They can't.
They're just going to go for a trade. Yeah, there's no way they can defend it. They can actually teleport back and defend their bottom lane. We may see them do that. But we have the AA ulti coming in. That'll at least hinder the push. There you go. Yeah, that's something that's so annoying about AA is just his ability to just like Nature's Prophets, just to turn those pushes back from across the map. They want it, but they're just going to keep pushing.
And that's understandable. If they can get tier 2 tower here as well for just losing that tier 1, that's a very good trade.
Yeah, and Enigma just getting caught in the jungle, that's so unfortunate. Spectre goes in with his ulti, but he needs to be careful now. He just has to wait. But yeah, the very nice hex into a sheep, and then into the sheep, then to the shackle, and they're probably going to bring down the Doom here. That's massive. Are they though?
It is. They're bringing down. He's sinking.
Yeah.
On your knees.
And Centaur ulti just used to escape, disengage. Good idea. I definitely don't think they should go back in now, but they can probably get the Sank in. They got a blink dagger on the Show Shaman. 7 seconds on the cooldown though. Oh, they're gonna get the return kills here, but here comes the cast. There you see the power of this cast. Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Oh,
wow,
nice.
You should not have done
Oh,
that.
but Templar Assassin's in on the backlines, and now Witch Doctor needs to run. And she's got a blink dagger. She can catch up to him. Cast, man, cast.
For a little while, nah, it's not going to be enough. Even with that blink dagger, it's just too long, and with the TPs coming in, not going to be enough.
Yeah. Enigma going back to farming the jungle. Working on, we got another pause. Players lagging, possibly?
Potentially. We're seeing quite a bit of lag this game, so it wouldn't be too surprising for to see a pause to have any spikes, sort of. Just sort of stop that lag. Because, I mean, we've had a lot of issues with the server so far in terms of packer loss, and you don't really want to... Particularly when you got, when you're relying on blink daggers and stuff, you don't want to be lagging at those moments.
Yeah, both these teams rely on a lot of coordination to pull off their team fights, so they're going to need that to get together. And it's also going to be a good test on their ability to play as 5, because when it comes down to just initiating in team fights like that, you really need to be played together as 5 for quite a long time just to know what's going to happen and to be able to react without needing to speak, because those couple of seconds in an initiation, they can really make the difference. So if they've played together for a long time, if they can essentially read each other's thoughts and just play as one rather than playing as 5 different players on the same team, it's going to benefit them a lot in these team fights. And Nick's on the Templar Assassin.
I'm not sure how... He has to be a bit careful. They don't really have enough vision to know where the rest of the team is, but it looks like they still want to just jump here on K-Fiend. They've got quite a few heroes here, and
they're going to go. She has a BKB, but they've got a Hex and a Shackle, and she might not even be able to get it off, but she's got that haste rune. No, not haste rune, sorry. And they're probably going to be able to bring it. Black hole, good black hole, only on the... She's so tanky.
Yeah. And now it's Sand King who's also on the run.
Yeah,
I was
there
able
you
to
go.
bling on out of there. And he's going to teleport to
And
safety.
he's out of there. That was a nice blink. He's just going to disengage, and Sentinel needs to get out of there as well. Looks like he's holding a pipe, or maybe just a casual cloak, but I think he really needs to go for the mech.
Dire's
Like,
bottom
someone on their
tower
team
is
needs to
under
build
attack.
it, and it's probably not going to be the Sand King. The AA needs to work on Aghanim Scepter, and is doing so. The Sentinel's really the only person you can buy it on.
Oh, looks like we might have another Roshan here. If boys
not?
keep controlling this Roshan, there's the AL. It's gonna probably send them back.
They
That's
know,
gonna
man, but
miss.
it's going to miss. Actually, no, we'll still go through 3 of them, but there's not really much they can do. And say they're coming there as 5, they're smoked up. They can possibly go if they get a big Centaur stomp here. The black hole is down, they know that. All their ultis are down. This could be really dangerous. And they're going to go.
Yeah.
That's a 4-man. Wow, yeah, they're just going to melt. And they're going to take the rush off this. In saying that, Maledict doesn't have his ulti though.
Yeah, it's not gonna be enough.
Yeah, needs assassin buyback. There you go. That was always going to happen, man.
Yeah, I think they overstayed their welcome. The moment they saw the AAL, they should have just completely backed off. Roshan wasn't falling quick enough. They could have baited out the Radiant side here
Roshan
as
has
well,
fallen
if
to
they
the
really want to,
Radiant.
but decided to just try to go for it and it wasn't quick enough.
Yeah, I thought we might actually see Nyx try and snatch the Aegis there. There was a bit of confusion about who was going to pick it up, but they sorted it out in the end. And he's just going to run off, pop his invis and get the hell out of there, and I don't blame him. They're going to leave a DD rune down there. Not quite sure why the Doom didn't pick that up.
Yeah, interesting.
He's sticking with this Purge ability. Like, he's had it for like 5 minutes now. He's building a BKB. Why is he sticking with Purge when he should probably be transitioning into the Alpha at this point? Even just to stomp the Centaur.
I'm trying to figure out what sort of debuffs and any sort of stuff they have, and I can't really see anything that's purgeable.
I mean, it does slow the enemy, and I suppose he can add that slow to Shiv's Guard, but I really think the Alpha Wolf is like better at this point because he needs to start dealing some damage because he hasn't built any damage items. And there's, apart from, I suppose they have the TA for damage, but she hasn't built any damage items either. They need to actually, like, once Spectre starts getting tanky, which she will eventually, they're going to have a hard time killing her if they don't start building some physical right-click.
I guess it's also possible that the Direwolf just hasn't spawned. Just a bit unlucky with those camps and hasn't been able to pick one up.
Yeah. Well, they're working the camps, no doubt. You can see in the Radiant Jungle, all but one camp is actually cleared right now. And they're just kind of both teams being very passive at the moment. They could definitely try and do something with this Aegis on the TA, but it looks like they're just kind of content to farm. Which against the Spectre, you never really want to just farm. Like, they're just lucky this Spectre hasn't gone Radiance, so she's not snowballing that hard. She went to the Diffuser Blade, she wanted to fight, which I can pretty much respect because they needed to fight. Like, the fight was always going to come to them when you're versing a Sand King, Centaur, Ancient Apparition, and a Doom. But her farm is going to suffer because of it. The Midas on the Doom paying off.
Yeah, so far that Doom. I mean, he has actually been killed quite a few times. I guess just being caught out by himself, overextending. But overall, this even with that, Doom still getting off his ulti, still dealing a ton of damage thanks to Shivers, and just these other abilities. Looks like they're just gonna jump on X4. They're popping quite a lot for this.
Yeah, wow, that was a lot, but that's a Spectre down, and they can definitely push off this. So I think that's worthwhile.
They wanted that Spectre.
Yeah, he's not going to want to buy back.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
No, he needs his gold.
Yeah, there's no way. They're probably just going to lose a tower off this. I really don't think they can go in. They do have the black hole. They've got their ultis up, and Nyx Assassin, if he gets a good impale here, they might try, but they have sentry. Down. Oh.
Oh, there's the buyback, but
Are they going to try though? Yeah, okay. Looks like they want to go. They have to get something off this. That was a late buyback, but this TA is just going in on the back. And then you see the... Oh, wow. That's unfortunate. What can Witch Doctor do though? Not enough, as it turns out. The Spectre needs to live here, but he's being body blocked so hard by the Sand King. What a play.
that was
There you
excellent.
go. Yeah. Ultra kill for the Doom. You're gonna enjoy that.
Yeah, he's not gonna be happy with that.
Is under
They're gonna
attack.
Yeah. They didn't lose
tower out
anything.
of this as well.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Kefini falling pretty low, but it will survive. Yeah, and this also does have the
Yeah,
Aegis
he's got
though.
the
So.
Aegis. just going to keep going. Still no mech, and looks like no one's going to build it. It's just a Hood of Defiance on the Centaur Warrunner, going into Vitality boosters, so he's just tanking up. He wants to be able to tank all the damage, which I can understand because there's a lot of magic damage coming up, but
Dire's
surely he'll be
top
turning
tower is under attack.
he must be getting a pipe.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, I suspect they would.
He's gonna build a Hairdresser of Rejuvenation and get me excited for the mechanism, but it's just gonna turn into a Hood.
That was very quick kills.
Tower is under attack.
Oh man, this could be Rax, but never underestimate Paralyzing Cask. Very effective against those creeps though. 5 second stun. There you
Dire's
go.
top
And they
tower
bring
has
down the melee
fallen.
Rex here. Obviously meld armor reduction doesn't work on the Rex. They don't have a lot of push on their side. Being the lack of right click, but if they're just gonna feed like this, then what can they do? This Spectre can't do anything now, he's just dead. Yeah, they need to all respawn and group up and go as one.
Eyes to see it.
He's actually going to be able to make it out of there alive. Now Video James in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Doom is very low though.
A lot of these heroes are very low.
And
It's not
GG is
another
gold.
GG. So, quite a...
I kind of think that's early GG, man. Like, they have the tier 2 towers up in both the other lanes. There's no way they could lose more Rax. I mean, they could have just taken the Rax loss, played safe and fun with the Spectre, but
Radiant victory.
there you go.
Yeah, I mean, in both teams there, they played really well, and it was quite a tight game up until, well, the ref screws up at the end, but it was quite a close game up until, you know, I guess the last 10 minutes really, where Potato Stack just took a few good engagements and creating so many. It was just too hard to shut down, and it was doing so much damage in those team fights that they weren't really able to do much about it. There was a lot of great initiation here from the entire side of Potato Stack, and even Sanking, you know, with his blink, his stun. It was really hard to. It was really hard to do much for BoysBoys here, even though they had the big ultis such as Enigma.
Yeah, I kind of feel that Potato Stack sort of like won on the draft. They have a lot more synergy with their heroes, whereas the Spectre doesn't actually make a lot of sense to me in this. Like, it's either the Spectre or the Enigma. It's like you go one way or the other. You go like push or you go defense. So it just didn't work out for them, unfortunately. We'll see how we go in game 2 though.
Yeah, definitely. I've been Zealot and been joined by Dawn. This has been Defense of the Australians Autumn 2014. We'll be back with game number 2 very shortly.